want to hit 6 figures this year on TikTok Shop. If you're not posting on TikTok, you need to be posting on TikTok. Copy the text on the screen, copy the caption, copy the hashtags, but make it your face. I feel like it looks like a normal person doing a normal thing. That's what catches somebody's attention. So in 4 days, I got over 5,000 followers. This week has definitely been my slowest week so far, but a huge mind game. There's so many high highs and there's so many low lows. You have to be in a state of grounding yourself and realizing like it's going to happen, but it's going to be okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to TikTok Shop Affiliate Academy. A podcast uncovers the story and strategy from the top 1% of TikTok Shop affiliates. Hi, we have a very special guest today, Mallory. She's married, she has 2 sons. She's in Florida, full-time mom, full-time content creator, and really kicking butt on TikTok Shop. So I'm super excited to get into her story, what works for her, so we can share it with you, the audience. So welcome to the show, Mallory.
So happy to be here. So
I love it.
excited and flattered.
Of course. Yeah. I was telling you pre-call, like we interview, and you listen to the podcast as well, but we interview some, killer TikTok Shop affiliates, right? You're doing something right. And let's try to uncover that and share it with the audience, right? So they can, get on their journey as well. So appreciate the time. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And then my first question, how's it being a mom of 2 boys? Is it a crazy household?
Yeah, it's loud. It's aggressive.
Okay.
It's very in your face.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hard before I started TikTok Shop, but balancing the two, I feel like
Yeah.
is impossible, but we try
Yeah.
our best.
Yeah, I'm a dad of 3. My wife and I have 2. We have a 8, 6, and 3-year-old boy, girl, girl. So just as crazy, I imagine, but maybe not as loud or as aggressive.
Yeah, there's a lot of testosterone in my house for
Yeah.
sure.
Cool. Okay. So starting off, do a little intro, and first couple questions is, how did you get into TikTok itself, and then how did you get into TikTok Shop? How'd you find out about it?
Okay, so I started making lifestyle content. I've been on Instagram for, oh my gosh, I feel like well over a decade. I mean, I
Okay.
feel like I was probably in high school whenever it came about. So I've been on Instagram forever, and I decided to start making lifestyle content. December of 2023, I got accepted into LTK.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to go full force into this. And with reels and editing and posting and consistency. And I have like, I would say it's a mentor of sorts. It started out that way, but it's a girl
Uh-huh.
that I went to high school with. And she has, I think on TikTok, 170,000 followers probably.
Yeah.
Like this is her full on career.
Yeah.
And she's had a lot of success with it, with like contracts and brand
Brand
deals with
deals.
like Pfizer and
Okay.
like big brand deals. So she told me a few months in I would pick her brain about it, and she was very kind to
Nice.
extend some good advice to me. But she said TikTok is where it's at. If you're
Yeah.
not posting on TikTok, you need to be posting on TikTok. And then I was very unfamiliar with TikTok. So I was you're always kind of skeptical of things that you don't understand or haven't done
Yeah.
before. And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's just so
Mm-hmm.
new. I don't know anything about it. I know nothing." And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "Just trust me. Just start. Show
Yeah.
your face. Just start posting the same things on there that you are on Instagram, but you can also be more personal on there because people receive that better." So, March of 2024, I started posting on TikTok,
Yep.
and it was so much faster to grow. It was
Yeah.
so much more beneficial. I didn't even know what TikTok Shop was, and I got accepted or offered to be in it with the
Yeah.
pilot program, I think, when I was at about 1,500 followers, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit less. And I was like, okay, like, I guess we're doing this. I don't know anything about it
Yeah.
really. And that was on my lifestyle page on TikTok. And so I just kind of went for it. I was very lucky to have brands reach out to me via email to go ahead and give me things
Yeah.
instead of having to apply for free samples, because I didn't even know what that was. Like I didn't
Right.
know what a free sample was. I didn't know the application process of that, or like the denial process of that a lot of people experience. So I had 3 brands send me large packages of clothes, and I was like,
Okay. So
"What
did you have
is"
GMV at this point generated, or is you just a brand spanking new TikTok Shop affiliate?
Did I have what?
GMV generated, did you have sales already?
No,
Okay,
nothing.
yeah, that's kinda unique, right? It's kind of how do you think or, you might not know, but, like, why did they pick you to send items? Is it did
I
you and you didn't reach out to them, right? So that's pretty fortunate, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that it's very rare, that is not lost on me that that is very rare. A
Yeah,
lot of people struggle with that in the beginning, getting free items and not wanting to pay for their items, but I don't know if it was my editing or my quality or just,
right,
like, my style already, because I
definitely.
would already be sharing things that would be linked on my LTK or, like, my outfit of
Yeah,
the day or what it might have been, I don't know, but
yeah,
there was 3 brands, and one was Halara, which was, in my mind, was like a huge brand that you see
mhm,
all over all social media, and then I'm
yeah,
like, "Okay, that's one of the goals that I would want to work with them," and when I saw that email, I was beside myself.
yeah,
Um, but I don't know, they never really told me. I mean, they'll
yeah,
give
I
you a
mean,
compliment, they'll say, "I like your style, I think that
yeah,
our products would look great on you. Pick 10 things and we'll send them to you," and then when they
nice.
actually got here, I was like, it's real life,
Yeah,
like people just give you things like this.
yeah,
So that kind of kickstarted me investing
making
in,
TikTok Shop videos.
yeah. But then
Yeah,
I
I was
still have my separate page for lifestyle. So I manage
oh,
a lifestyle page, and I ended up creating an entirely different
okay,
page just for TikTok shop
yeah.
because I wanted my lifestyle followers to know what they were going to get, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, 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 you didn't wanna mix the pot a little bit and
Yeah.
make it
I don't wanna
understandable, like
sell my people that
yeah,
are there for mom content anything. I just
yeah,
want
okay,
them to be there for a good time, you know?
yeah. I would say, okay, so just to recap, you started as a, IG,
Mhm,
content creator, right? And you
mhm.
posted your content there, and you're getting how many followers did you have on IG during that time of, like, the TikTok transition?
My gosh, just over 1,200, and I'm
Okay.
telling you, it's so hard to grow over there.
On
It's a
TikTok on
tough
Instagram.
crowd.
Okay. So you were on Instagram, moved over to TikTok from a suggestion of a friend. Was it to go on TikTok Shop, or was it to just make TikTok content because you're already making Instagram content?
No, it was just strictly for lifestyle content. I
Yeah.
honestly I don't think that I knew that TikTok Shop existed
Okay.
or TikTok Shop affiliates. I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So it was just to create lifestyle content and to hopefully grow faster and
Okay.
more abundantly in that way. So,
Yeah. Yeah, just kinda like another channel, right? You're already making the same typical content, why
yeah.
not put it on multiple? And then, I mean, I think it, my question earlier was why did these companies pick you? But, to me, looking back now, it's pretty obvious, right? You maybe you already creating the content that they were
Mhm.
looking for, right? And so they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, this is a new affiliate. Let me reach out to her, and she's
Right.
got great content. Let me see if she wants to make it from me, right?" So, yeah, I could totally see that now. And if 3 brands reached out to you, 1 brand may be like anomaly, but 3 brands kinda like, okay, you got something that other people want, right? That's
Mhm.
definitely a good sign. So,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so you haven't had any sales, you didn't make any TikTok shop videos, but these brands reached out to you and you're like, "Okay, well, I'll make videos for these products." What did those
Mhm.
first videos look like? I mean, you didn't have any shop experience, but you made content. What did those first videos look like, and were they successful?
Um, let's see. I'm trying to think back.
Halara Halara, you said, and
I know Halara. There was one, I can't remember if it was Do Doko 2,
mhm. Was it
which is a,
clothing as well?
yeah, that was a
Okay.
clothing brand. And then there was, I believe it was Evilis,
Mhm.
um, which was a clothing brand as well.
Okay.
So some of them, it would just be like an outfit of the day and I could tag it. But then with
Mhm.
Halara, whenever you start with them originally, they want you to follow a brief. They want
Mhm.
you to get approval before posting. And I
Oh,
was
wow.
sweating that. I was
Okay.
like, I'm a perfectionist. So then
Yeah.
it's like, if I feel like I'm going to miss something, like skip a cliff note, skip a requirement. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble. They're gonna
Yeah.
deny it. They're gonna say it's terrible,
Yeah.
whatever. And I really
You gotta
worked myself up way more than I needed to.
mhm.
But I just looked at all of their notes and suggestions and then made a video for it. And
Yeah.
I don't think they ever corrected, maybe like 1 out of 10 videos. They came back and said, get the jeans in the full shot in the beginning. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, easy fix. No problem. It's nothing me. It's not me. It's just that. So I did that, but then with Halora in the beginning, it felt salesy, but maybe it was just because it was new.
Yeah.
Um, but then I had, so they had sent me, they give you like a gift card and then you get all these things, but
Oh,
some are
cool.
requirements. But it was a pair of jeans that took off. Like
Okay.
I
Yeah,
had
I like
never
it. I
had a
like it.
video over like 20 something thousand views on my lifestyle page at that point. And I had a pair of jeans and it just started, no. It was a pair, it was the Halora So Cinch leggings.
Leggings.
And the beginning is just and I wish I had like the sales sheet on all of my sales from my lifestyle page, but I actually closed TikTok shop over there so I can't access it.
Mhm.
But it opened with I'm a mom of two and let's talk tummy control. And then I was like, these
Mhm.
leggings, this tummy
Mhm.
control, so good. Oh my gosh, I have had a C-section. These snatch my waist, all the things.
Yep.
That video ended up getting like 120, 130,000 views, and then it kept going.
Yep.
And that was my first glimpse of like, oh my gosh, this is actual money that is
Yeah.
being earned. And then I'm like, okay, well, this is really something. So I think I made, I don't even know, hundreds of dollars off of that one. And then the
Yeah.
second one was a jeans video, which took off and got me way more money. And
Okay.
at that point, I'm like, I told my husband, I was like, I'm all in. I
Yeah.
want to be all in on this, but I don't want it to affect my lifestyle page because that's where my passion came from in the first
Mhm.
place.
Mhm.
Because that's like the long game, right? To
Yeah.
get to a certain amount of followers to where you're just getting paid on views.
Yep.
And then also getting paid brand collaborations, but it looks
Yep.
organic and it feels organic instead of just like sale, 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 sale
Mhm. Yeah,
every
it's
time you
not
see a video.
easy come, easy
So,
go, right? This is your long-term solution. Your brand page is your long-term solution.
right. So, then I had a girl who lives in Maryland. You asked her to be on the podcast recently.
Mhm.
And she followed me, I followed her. I don't even know, you know how it just happens. Moms follow moms.
Yep.
And she would randomly comment on my videos and she was like, "This is so great. I feel like you're an undiscovered Kylie Pitts. And but what if you put like a storytime audio over it?"
Okay.
And I'm like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" But I loved her content and like I would comment on her stuff and be like, "This is so funny, this is so relatable."
Yeah.
So she just kept like dropping little hints in my comments like that.
Yeah.
And then I started creeping on her content and I'm like, oh, she's starting to make more TikTok shop content and she's really good at it.
Okay.
And it just looks natural and it looks cool and it looks like I'm FaceTiming her and I want to be her friend. So I
Yep.
messaged her one day and I said, because she had made a second account and I could tell
Yep.
because I followed that one. She was sharing all the things.
Yeah.
And I said, do you think that I would be crazy to start from complete scratch with a new account just for TikTok shop? And she said,
Mhm.
absolutely not. What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like, okay. And then she said, copy the follow trains that I started this page with. She said, I got like 40,000 followers overnight. And I was like, she said, copy it verbatim, copy the text on the screen, copy the caption, copy the hashtags, but make it your face, your own thing, and post it on that page. So in 4 days, I got over 5,000 followers
On the new account.
from copying her follow trains. And
Yeah.
then after that, I was like, we gotta be friends now. Like we
Yeah.
gotta chat.
So she hooked you up. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me recap a little bit. So you started to make TikTok shop content on your original brand account,
Mm-hmm.
kind of lifestyle account, and that did pretty well. That you saw the signs of like, holy crap, like this is something. I've made hundreds of dollars from making these simple videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone suggests, or you kind of cross paths with someone, they're like, wait a minute. And the idea came about of you making a new account because you don't want to kind of interchange that content of lifestyle with
Mm-hmm.
TikTok shop content, which is traditionally more salesy and kind of doesn't blend well with personal accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And then you started to make your own account. You mentioned the follow train. I don't think I've ever discussed that on this podcast, but can you go into a quick description of what that is and just some background as a new TikTok shop? To be a new TikTok shop affiliate, you need 5,000 followers to kind of
Mm-hmm.
get green light by TikTok. And so that's a big issue that people figure out is how do I get from 0 to 5,000? Can you describe what a follow train is and, you know?
So essentially, you're going to put a short clip or a short video of yourself, or like you hanging out with your kids, you
Mhm.
eating dinner with your family, whatever it is that's going to be most relatable to what the text on the screen is. And then you're going to say who you are and what your goal is and why, and
Yeah.
then send it out into the world and hope it finds the people that care.
Yeah. First
Really.
video you made, or is it a handful of videos that you made?
I probably did 4 follow train, well, maybe more than that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it. I feel like I was like, it was such a blur because I was working so hard to get it done as fast as I could because I
Yeah.
hate posting follow trains. Like, I
Right.
have
It's a
never on my
little
lifestyle
off.
page
Yeah.
ever posted a follow train because I'm like, the people who are going to be here are going to be here because they like me. But
Right. It's a
TikTok shop, I'm
different.
like, I don't care if you like me. These videos aren't for you anyways, you
Right.
know?
Yeah, it's like,
So
what's the purpose of this account? It's to get a TikTok
yeah.
shop. What's the fastest way
Yeah.
is to get a follow
So
train?
mine would basically say, like, what if me as a stay-at-home mom no longer had to worry about, the price of groceries every single week
Right. Changing,
because I get into
increasing.
TikTok shop and can help provide for my family.
Yeah.
Like things like that, that's like pulls on somebody's heartstrings, but it's also very
True.
valid and true.
Yep.
So then a lot of moms were like, let's go. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, the moms in the girl talk were like, I mean, it was shared out. The views, my first 2 videos probably got, I don't know, like 500,000 views, like so fast. It was just
Wow.
like, it was just insane. They were sharing it, they were liking it, they were saving
Yeah.
it, they were commenting on it, they
Yeah.
were following. It
Yeah.
was,
So the magic behind follow trains not only is like it's just doing all of the engagements, it's
hmm
sharing, it's commenting, it's
hmm
liking, and like that's just like pinnacle TikTok algorithm. Like, what is
right.
this? And so the engagement and it's, tugging on heartstrings, all that good stuff, right? Okay, so you make that secondary account. How I'm always curious, how is the performance of that new account? Because I've heard some anomalies of like, yeah, I made that new account, made a couple videos, and those went viral immediately. Like all alluding to the fact that TikTok kind of favors new accounts, new creators, etc. Did you
Yeah.
see that as well?
I think that the first 2 or 3 videos that you post are extremely important for whatever your goal is,
Okay.
whether it's follows or whether it's, you're
Shop.
preaching to the choir about what your goals are or whatever, or who you
Mhm.
are, who you stand for. I really do think that they push it out a lot more than your day-to-day user.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. And then, okay, so you told us about your first wins with the clothing brands and got you hooked. From those first wins to that new account, how long was that?
Mm,
A month? Less than a month?
yeah, I would say a month or less. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then on that new account, when from starting it to, or to getting to TikTok Shop affiliate to your first win, was it the first couple videos you said?
Of what?
Kind of like your first viral win on that new account. How long did that take? Like a
Gosh, I
day?
don't know.
Was it
First
pretty quick?
viral, well, the follow train, yeah, the follow trains definitely went viral.
Yeah.
But in regards to TikTok shop, I
Yeah.
actually had a somewhat, I don't know what you consider viral. What
Yeah,
what do you
just like something that opened your eyes, like, "Wait a minute, this is happening again."
Okay, well, that was not that long after. So
Yeah, I imagine.
I already had all of the things. I already had clothes. I
Products.
already had
Yeah.
tons of things that I could already use. That I personally didn't have to invest in, which was great because I never
Right.
wanted to spend money to make money. That
Yeah.
was just one of my goals. I wasn't willing to buy clothes to promote them.
Yep.
And but I
It's like
did, there was a it's a like a bookish boutique. She makes bookmarks, sweatshirts, all these
okay.
things. I had found her on Instagram years ago, so I try to support her in her small business.
Yep.
She ended up coming on TikTok shop and I was so excited and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, immediately supporting, buying a sweatshirt."
Yeah.
Got it in the mail. She doesn't live far from me. I'm in Florida. She's in South Georgia. And I probably got it in 2 days, ran to the
Yep.
mail, came inside, and I was like, okay, all of my bookish book talk girlies, this find is for you. This
Yep.
sweatshirt's so cute. It's a small business. I love it so much. Yada yada yada. Threw it out there, thought nothing of it. I'm like, this could be very niche. It's bookish.
Yep.
And that video got, I don't know, within a few days, it was like 200 something thousand views. And I got so many sales. Like
Nice.
I think I I mean, I made hundreds of dollars, so she made thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
which felt great, but it was just something I wasn't expecting. I'm like, this is not a TikTok thing. And I don't know if it's because my account
Okay.
was new and her TikTok shop was new, but
Maybe, yeah, yeah. It's kind of pushing it to the forefront.
it all worked out perfectly. But then the next one I tried to do of a separate sweatshirt,
Yeah.
bookish sweatshirt, did nothing. And I was like, okay,
Yeah,
moving on.
along those lines. So it sounds like, you've been on a pretty positive train since you started,
Mhm.
right? You got quick success on your personal account, and now quick success, relatively quick success on your kind of new TikTok shop account. Have you experienced any kind of those days or weeks of like, man, I'm making these videos and they're not working, nothing's getting viral? Have you seen
Th-
that
This past week,
this past week? Okay,
honestly,
cool. So tell
honestly,
me, what are you seeing, and like kind of what's your plans to get around it?
I honestly, and it's so crazy. I have a group chat of me and three other girls, and we all do TikTok shop. And like this
Mhm.
has all brought us like from an app to a group chat. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy. But we're all seeing a huge dip in sales. And honestly, January was the best month I ever have had so far. And I honestly never fathomed it to be so big
Mhm.
and successful. But the tariffs that were put in place
Yep.
halted what was selling for us.
So it went
So
out of stock essentially, or
it started out no longer eligible for commission, and then ended up being
mm,
taken off, the links being taken off altogether.
mm,
So I had a ton of multiple viral videos going at one time last month. And then the tariffs were in place, and then they could no longer ship from wherever they were. And so then all of those
interesting.
viral videos stopped.
Yeah, and then this is because, okay, so the January is selling crazy, high, sales rate, hundreds, whatever, a week, and then the business is now confronted with these high tariffs, and it's like, well, if I have to pay these high tariffs, I'm not making any money, so let me just turn off TikTok Shop, aka not fulfill, not send out products, not
Yeah,
sell these products, because I'm not making any money, right? And so,
right.
yeah, okay. I've known obviously the tariffs are oncoming, but I never knew that the direct kind of result of it. So
Yeah, we
that's
didn't realize the
crazy and
direct
unfortunate.
results of it either. So this week has definitely been my slowest week so far, and I don't know what it is, why it is. But it's a huge mind game. TikTok
Hmm.
Shop is that you don't realize what it will be because there's so
Hmm.
many high highs and there's so many low lows. But then, you have to ground yourself in the fact that like I this month my earnings will end up at $4,000 for this
Hmm.
month. And I could have not been making that money.
Yeah.
That's somebody's salary somewhere.
Yep.
And being able to still be home full time with my kids and bringing in $4,000 of income, that's still a huge blessing. But
Yep.
it's just kind of you just constantly have to be in a state of grounding yourself and
Yeah.
realizing like it's going to happen, but it's going to be okay because there's still 12 months in a year, and you have
Hmm.
10 more months to make as big as you did in January, if not more. So
Yeah.
you just
To
have
make that
I'm
up.
just constantly reevaluating and dissecting my videos and
Yeah.
looking at the hooks and looking at what hashtags worked on a post of the same clothing versus this one that I used different ones and it didn't.
Mm, yeah.
So,
I love that. So, a way to look at this is like taking yourself away from the numbers a little bit and getting to the core of the
mhm.
video making and what makes a video viral, right? You
Mhm.
mentioned what are the hashtag, what are the video styles, etc.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something we discuss in the group as well in our community affiliate academy HQ is the different styles that are working for people, right? And constant
Mhm.
communications of what are the hashtags is working. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Like a common when affiliates are in these moments of difficulty, they always kind of ignore the numbers because those will come and go according to TikTok's algorithm, and really just get to the meat and potatoes of the strategy of how to make the videos, how to get the hooks, and then how to get the calls to action, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, appreciate it. It'll come. It'll come. You've done it before. It'll happen again, right?
I know. It doesn't make it any less frustrating, and it's
Yeah,
like
for sure.
it's very hard not to look at
Get
the
attached.
numbers
Yeah.
and hyper focus on them, but I try my best to just hyper focus on the quality or what I'm putting out or what was received well or not. So,
Yeah.
It's always a constant reflection.
Yeah. One thing being a parent, one thing I tell my kids when they get in a frustrating moment is like, yeah, you can be frustrated for like 5 minutes, but once that 5 minutes is up, okay,
Hmm.
no more frustration, and like, let's get down to business. And like, how do you want to feel after, right? Do you want to feel
And
happy?
yeah, but me personally, I'm like, I can be frustrated,
Yeah.
but then I can also be frustrated and put out twice as many videos today
Yeah.
because I'm frustrated.
As a
Like,
motivation piece.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be motivated whether the money's like high or the money has dropped. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna be motivated by the money or by the lack thereof, like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
regardless.
Like, let me get like kind of the competitiveness, right? Like, let me get back to where I was type feel.
Yeah, every time.
Cool. Love it. Up next, we're gonna take a look at one of your top videos.
Oh
I
gosh,
have
don't.
you don't want you don't like it? It's
I
the
hate that
mattress
video and I know which one it is and I hate it.
one?
Oh, no, no, no. I don't hate
Okay.
that one.
Okay, let's do that one. I want to make sure you feel comfortable. But it's the mattress topper. It's got like
Yeah, that recently popped off out of nowhere.
1.5 million views on it.
I
And
think it's from December.
let me December. Yeah, December
Yeah,
10. Yeah. So
just recently.
yeah, I like that. I like that. But yeah, I will play it here, and we will
This is the
watch it.
third mattress shopper we've gotten. This mattress topper is so good. We've purchased it.
Oh,
Mattress
okay,
topper. This
we can
mattress
do it.
topper is so good. We've purchased it 3 more times. Originally got one for our master bedroom, and we were beyond impressed of how much this improved our quality of sleep. That we started feeling bad for our kids, so we got one for each of them. And then that left us with one bed that did not have the memory foam cooling gel mattress topper. So as you can see, we pulled the trigger and got the fourth and final mattress topper. This thing is so squishy. It is so luxurious. I tell everybody who will listen about this mattress topper. I'm going to link it above my name. It's on sale. Run, don't walk. This mattress topper is.
All right. So that was a 25-second video. It
Mhm.
has $1.5 million views. And yeah, it's not, highly produced. It looks like you kind of just, put it on your bed and let it inflate. But yeah, talk me through that. Like, why do you think it went viral? I know you said it went viral recently, but why do you think it
I don't know.
went
I
viral?
hate that video.
You hate it. Okay.
I well, it's just I don't like the quality of it, and I have multiple other mattress topper videos that are
Yeah.
such better quality and lighting, and like I'm not in my
Yeah.
pajamas, like trying to reset the house before I go to bed.
Well,
Um,
yeah, well, I mean, so like, let's talk about that. Like, some of your videos, or like everyone's videos, are high produced. Like, they
yeah.
have a feeling. They put all this energy and time and script and hooks. This is killer, killer, killer,
Uh-huh.
and it flops. And then you have one that you kind of whip out when you're wanting to go to sleep and you're,
Mhm.
checked out, but it's getting millions of views. Like, what do you think it is? Like, obviously, a big part of it is like TikTok's algorithm, but do you think there's anything in the video that kind of you can dissect? Like, maybe this, you know hit the
I feel
heartstrings?
like it looks like a normal person doing a
Yeah,
normal thing, and I feel like that's what catches somebody's attention in the first place. Like, for me, I'm more susceptible to watching like a regular mom than I am somebody who's like prim and proper and
yeah,
like, I don't know, just has it all
yeah,
together. People want to see real dynamics. Like, that's probably the least aesthetic part of my house is our bonus room where my kids
uh-huh,
just like play video games and it just
yeah,
gets trashed all the time,
yeah.
and there happens to be a guest bed in it. But I think sometimes people prefer non-aesthetic vibes.
Yeah, yeah, I think one thing for me is, the like, when you unraveled it and there's a visual hook of it
Hmm.
inflating, I think that's a big thing. Maybe the color of it as well. But, like, typically, there's a lot more, like, visual hooks in there, something that's controversial, something that will cause, communications or, comments,
Hmm.
etcetera, but there wasn't anything in here. Were there any kind of things that stuck out in your head about, like, visual hooks or hooks, anything, or
I
controversial
think that it's
items?
always satisfying to see those mattress toppers expand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anytime I've done a video where I literally do a time lapse and it expands, it tends
Yeah.
to get more views and more
Yeah.
sales than the ones that I've done that I haven't included that.
Yeah.
Which I found because we literally do have 4 of those, and
Yeah.
I've made a video on I think just about every single one and every single bed that we put it on. But the ones that I take time to sit there and squish it or let it expand, or I
Uh-huh.
sit on it and get up,
Yeah.
and then there's like a huge space that's just like
Yeah,
slowly
deflates.
get
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back to life. I feel like those have given me the most sales and views. But I feel like
Yeah.
those mattress toppers always do well because they're an easy sell. Like,
Mm. Yeah, who
I
doesn't
could
want
sell
a
that
more
to my
comfortable
neighbor
bed?
because I
Yeah,
literally love them and I can't
yeah,
stop talking about them.
nice. Okay, so that's one example, but I noticed you have hundreds of videos across multiple categories, right? Hats, sauces, bags, clothes. Is there a category that you kind of gravitate towards? Is it all equal?
Mm, I'm a
Not really.
lover of all things. Like
Okay.
and this is why it's so hard. Like everyone suggests finding a niche or anything like that, but I
Yeah.
honestly feel like your style as a person is going to be your overall niche anyway. So like you go to
Yeah.
my page, you can see that my style is usually consistently the same. It's going to be a
Yeah.
cute top, comfy bottoms, a checkered purse, a
Okay.
trucker hat. Um, but I don't feel like I gravitate. I'm like sitting here looking at my inventory.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I gravitate to one certain thing. I feel like
Category.
clothes, are my
Yeah.
most consistent, uh,
Yeah.
promoted, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, good. I mean, that works. I mean, it seems like everything that you make videos on, you use in your day to day, right? Like you said,
Mhm.
clothes, etc. Okay, so you have all these different types of categories and niches that you have to make videos for. What is a video strategy, going into making those videos? Like, how do you prepare? Do you prepare scripts? Any hook preparation? What's your preparation look like for your videos that you make?
No, I honestly don't. I
You don't.
don't I don't prepare like I have like a list of some verbal hooks that I might use if it's fitting, but I'm a
Yeah.
very shoot from the hip type of person
Okay.
and I'm very quick-witted, so it's like if it reminds me of something, if it makes me think of something, then I'll just say it and then I'll make somebody
Okay.
just kind of like go, "What?"
Yeah. So
But then hopefully keep watching.
I admire you greatly because I'm the opposite. I need a script and that,
Mm,
I need to adopt some of your kind of mental, strategy here. It's like, how do you shoot from the hip better?
yeah.
I need it in like in my my clips for the podcast. Like I I've been doing it through a script, but I need to kind of be more off the cuff and figure out how
Mhm.
to do it that way. So
I just
any
feel like it's
advice
more
for
exciting
people?
for me too. If I can just
Okay.
feel like I'm being myself and I'm being authentic and that's who I like, that's the type of person that I am, then it's like, then it doesn't feel so weird, you
Yeah.
know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
So
feels more natural for me.
yeah, so say you have like a moisturizer that you need to make a video for. What are some of the things you're thinking about when you're staring at it and you're like, "I need to make a video?" Like, do you think of people, hooks? Like, what do you like, how you put it on? Like, what are you thinking about when you have, like, a new product in your hand?
Um, well, let's say moisturizer. So I'm a licensed esthetician, and then I also
Okay,
have sensitive skin. And then I also have a ton of conversations in regards to skincare with friends and family, or I get compliments on my skin. So I'll
okay,
refer back to like a recent conversation I had. And
okay.
then,
I love that. So there's so many things, like, you immediately went to your memory banks of the
mhm,
skin, skincare category in your memory banks, and you're like, "Oh, I
yeah,
am an esthetician. I talk with skincare with my friends. I have dry,
hmm,
sensitive skin, etc." So great. I love this game. So I want to do something else. What
okay.
if you have a bag, like a workout bag? What do you? I throw it in your lap. Like, what's your thought process there?
Mm, I've done a workout bag multiple times.
Yeah,
What did I say about it? Oh, well, I was sitting in a parking lot one time and I shared it and I said, I don't care that
yeah,
5 people can see me recording myself in my car right now because this is my most favorite gym bag I've ever owned in my life.
yeah. So
And I
like
have to share it with you.
self deprecation a little bit, like, "Oh, I'm in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere," and etc. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind, but I think this is super valuable. How you can kind of maybe not force yourself, but like push yourself to go back in your memory banks or
Hmm.
think of creative ways
Yeah.
what about like clothes? You have a new top from a Halara, let's say, or another clothing brand. What do you, if you have a new top, how does that go?
It depends what style it is. It depends like
Yeah, let's
if it's
say it's
a
like a, well, right here I saw like a workout top,
yeah.
a workout top.
Yeah, if it's a workout top, I'm gonna probably refer to what workout I'm doing that day. And I'm
Okay.
wearing that top because it's high intensity or low intensity and it gives medium support, high support, whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the most beneficial and natural thing with TikTok shop as well is that I will most of the time I will be dressed in TikTok shop head to toe, but
Hmm.
then what I'm literally and actually going to do I'm just sharing why I'm wearing it for that occasion.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh, actually, I needed a workout top for that same workout or for this same thing, or I
Yeah.
needed a dress for that same occasion or whatever it is. So then
Yeah.
it's easy to come up with something and relate it to something that like people will literally use it for. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean?
If you're going to the gym, you have the workout stuff already. It's like, yeah, I got
Yeah.
this top because of X, Y, and Z, and
Yeah.
here I am at the
And the
gym.
Halara So Cinch leggings, it's like it's leg day. That's why I'm wearing these Halara So Cinch leggings because they don't roll down. They're
Mhm.
completely squat proof through RDLs, squats, this and this and this. They don't budge whatsoever. They're my favorite. I'll link them above my name.
Yeah. So I guess to summarize, it's like you have a product and take that, 10, 30 seconds of how you can relate it
Mm-hmm.
to your everyday life, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
perfect. That's great info. And I'll kind of take it into my world as well. So
Yeah.
up next is the rapid fire round. Just quick questions. What is your highest GMV generated in a month?
28. Oh, my GMV.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. My commission was 28,000. So I think that my GMV was like 280,000.
Yeah, nice. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That's a huge number. What's the coolest thing that you're able to get from that? Are you able to spoil yourself or not really, or keep it in the bank?
Yeah, I've got something really exciting. We are renovating our entire kitchen with last month's earnings.
Love it. What are some cool things that you're getting in your kitchen?
An entire new kitchen.
Entire.
Our kitchen is dated. We bought
Yeah,
the house for the layout, the square footage, all the things,
beautiful.
but not the kitchen. So we're completely gutting our kitchen,
Yeah.
brand new cabinets, countertops, adding in an island.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
I was gonna one of my next questions is what is the feature that you're adding that you're most excited about? I imagine it's the island
the
or
island.
okay. Yeah.
Yes, I am a cooker and baker, and I love
Love
being in
it.
the kitchen, but I have about four functional drawers and like six cabinets. So like
Okay.
all of my kitchen gadgets are just like falling out. Like
Sprawled out.
I have no room.
I love it. Yeah, if I would tell my wife that we were reorganizing or remodeling our kitchen, she'd be beyond the moon. So I love it. Cool.
Well, I told my husband I wanted it, and then I was like, well, I wanted it and now I can buy it.
Yeah, let me
So
go
we're
get it
doing it.
myself. Love it. What is one piece of advice that you wish you had when you first started?
Oh gosh, there's so many things.
Mhm.
So many things. I think that I just wish that I would have known to keep my expectations realistic, because
Okay.
it fluctuates so much and it's
Yeah.
such a mental game. Uh, but I also would encourage anybody to find a community in it. Like the girls that I speak to, we have a group text and we literally start texting from the morning that we wake up until we go to bed at
Mhm.
night. And we literally just bounce ideas off of each other. What's your
Okay.
sales like? How are you doing today? What's working for you? We will literally copy each other's videos and do our own
Yeah.
version of it.
How many girls in that community?
It's four girls in a group
Or is there?
text.
Or yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I mean, I
Yeah.
that's essentially what I strive in my community, is to be that sounding board. We have a live chat where people go back and forth and kind of talk strategy and,
Mhm.
feedback, etc. So yeah, I love, I think with four members, you can be a lot more open per se versus like a wider group, which is maybe the advantage of a small group. But, I
Mhm.
think for my group, maybe an idea is maybe have like a cohort of smaller group of people that you can connect with and have you guys run with it as far as making daily conversations, etc.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah.
one of the girls in the group chat is the girl that I DM'd and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
do you think it would be crazy if
Yeah.
I did this?" And then now
Yeah.
we talk every day. So it's
It's
just been
happenstance, right? It just happens out
yeah.
of nowhere. It's just okay.
It's all meant to be, but if you find somebody who will help you and encourage you and just be there to like understand the world of TikTok shop because
Yep.
nobody in my personal life gets it.
Yep.
So not to feel crazy and have somebody to
Yeah.
talk to about it. And like
Yeah.
these girls had the same huge January that I did, and then it all
Yeah.
came down. Like it's so helpful to have the encouragement and just,
Like-minded, like
yeah,
experienced people that kind of
yeah.
get you, and it might, yeah, I definitely understand that, or see how that's super valuable, get you through those rough moments and also help you ride through those high times. So
Yeah,
cool.
but I also I knew I wanted to go all in with it, and I'm a very all in person. If I decide that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it with literally everything that I have. But
Yeah.
a lot of affiliates I will see on TikTok, and they'll
Yeah.
just kind of come there to vent and say,
Yeah.
I'm posting videos,
Everything.
but like I'm not getting any sales, and I'm
Yeah.
not doing this, and I'm not doing that. And I work full time, and
Yeah.
people are saying, put out this many videos a day, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, listen, I want to
Yeah.
just kind of like shake people's shoulders and be like, if you want it, the potential's there, but like it's not going to come easy. And
Yeah.
sometimes it will when you least expect it, but then you still have to snowball off of that one video. Like
Yeah.
remake that same video that just hit 1 million views 4 more times.
Yeah.
Do reply videos to every single one of those videos. Like
Yeah.
keep going, keep it moving. That way your sales continue to have longevity to them.
Love it.
It's not
Love
just
it.
like you're posting one video of this one top and then you're like, oh, I didn't make any sales. I don't get it. It's like,
I
no, it's
know.
an everyday hustle.
Yep. Yep. Just stay dedicated to creating that content and then
Yeah.
it'll kind of amount to something. Okay, great.
Hmm.
Um, you mentioned a piece of advice that you got, but what's the worst piece of advice you got? Like someone told you to do something and you're just like, that's not it.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know
Anything?
if I try not to listen to bad advice, honestly. If
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
it's coming, I avoid it at all costs. But I don't think I've gotten,
Anything? It's okay if you haven't. Just kind of curious. Sometimes people have something off the bat.
no, I
Um,
feel like I would know. If
what
it comes
are
to me, I'll shoot it out.
okay? What is some area in your TikTok shop journey that you can improve on?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like I'm
Video,
constantly
video
evaluating that.
making. Okay, great. Like, what do you think? What's some of the things you're evaluating of getting better at?
Well, I always go and I creep on my own videos and I dissect them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, I have that issue. Like, I get a ick when I view my own stuff. How do you? I guess are you just naturally kind of looking at your own stuff and it doesn't bother you? But maybe how do you
I
look at
try
it as
to
like,
I try to perceive it as somebody who's not me. Like, would I
okay,
want to be friends with her? Would I want to buy something from her? Would this video annoy me? Is her voice like acting like she's a third person? Is her voice
hmm
annoying me? Do
yeah,
I feel like she's yelling at me?
okay,
Do I feel like I just like try to figure out because it doesn't take much to give yourself the ick, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So if I feel like I'm like coming across as too much or too little or too quiet or too loud, then I'm like, the next one, okay, I'll be more gentle.
yeah,
The next one, I always want to be somebody's
got it.
friend. So if I feel like it's too much, that's what I'm always evaluating. Because there's girls that I follow that I
Yeah,
find inspiration from that I look at them and I think, and they follow me back, but they don't really know who I am. But I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to be her friend. And
mm,
she's all of her videos are TikTok shop, but I'm just like, I would love to be her friend. I just
right,
love who she is. And she's selling me a pair of jeans, you
yeah.
know? So that's like
Like,
what I want somebody else to receive from my videos. So,
got it. Okay, cool. What do you look for in a product that you want to promote? Like, what are
mm,
some things like when you're evaluating products, you're like, oh, okay, I think I could do this. Like, what are things, evaluation pieces that go into like
I
your,
feel like it's always, would I consistently use this? Um,
okay,
would I buy this myself?
yeah,
And would I wear this all the time?
right. So
Basically, like
just
if it's
use of
skincare,
it.
if it's household, or if it's all of those
Yeah,
things. Um, if it's
yeah,
something that I would buy myself, that's my number one. Like if I'm excited about it, if I get
yeah,
approved for a sample or I get a collab invite and I see something and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, yep, that's
yeah,
it. That's for
yeah. Press
me.
accept. Okay, I love it. All right, last question here. But what are some future plans of yours? I know TikTok Shop is on there, but any other things that you're thinking about, or just keep on pumping out those videos? What does
Mm,
2025 have in store for you, Mallory?
I really want to go to more networking events. I've gotten invited to a handful of them just for the last couple of months. And I haven't been able to make any of them because they're always so last minute. Like,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
like,
like hey,
and
next
they're
week we
like
have
in
something
New
in Los
York or in
Angeles.
LA. And I'm like, you guys, I'm in Florida. Like, that's
Yeah,
not easy.
yeah.
But I do want to incorporate more of those. I want to make a girls' trip to Maryland to meet my best friends in real
Oh,
life.
right, right.
And I want to hit 6 figures this year on TikTok Shop. So
Yeah, I think you're well on the way. January is a good month. February, yeah, I noticed. On the seller side, I know that the tariff talk aside, but I know that the ban for a day really reset a lot of sellers, right? Like their
oh
ads
yeah.
not performing correctly, their sales are not. It's like a hard reset, basically. So
Yeah.
we're working through that on some of our sellers. But yeah, I mean, I think you're well on your way. I think what we said earlier about just continually putting out the content and
Hmm.
best foot forward, all that is something you can kind of continue doing. So cool. Yeah, that wraps it up for our conversation today, Mallory.
Good deal.
Any brands that want to reach out to you, it's gonna your TikTok handles will be in the show notes. And everyone that's listening, thank you for your time. And Mallory, thank you for your time. You've been great
No
about it.
problem. My pleasure.
All right. Catch you next time, everyone. See you.